in this video, I'm going to share with you this one concept that changed everything for me and helped me create the reality that I wanted, as well as helped me grow my business. And it's something that is not a lot spoken about in the community of entrepreneurs and people who want to try and grow their businesses, because some see it as very esoteric and some see it like some sort of a woo-woo thing or something like that, but it's actually not. It's very simple and very logical as well. And in this video, I'm going to share that concept with you so you can apply it and see incredible results. So here's a quick backstory to how I discovered this one thing. So when I was trying to grow my business, and when I'm still growing my business, I was facing obstacles. I was facing different challenges, different hurdles along the way. And one of those challenges was the fact that I couldn't make money. I was not able to get clients. I was not able to book meetings and grow my business in general to where I wanted to get to. And when I started my agency, it was making $0 per month, and I wanted to get it to 10K per month. But I was trying for almost a whole year to make it happen. So I bought a course. I applied everything. I had a mentor. I had a community of like-minded people that were supporting me and that we were supporting each other on the journey. And yet I couldn't make it happen. I saw other people making 10K in 90 days after purchasing the course. And I was still making zero. And I was, doing the outreach. I was hopping on sales calls. I was doing everything. And I was actually I used to have these months where I was booking a lot of meetings, but couldn't close the clients. And there were also some seasons of life and of that period of time where I wasn't booking any meetings, and I had the proven strategy, right? So it made me think like, okay, if not the information is not the answer, then what is? How and why is it that these people can make it work with the same information, with the same strategy, with the same tactics, but I cannot make it happen? So I felt like there must be something bigger than that. It must be something different than the information of itself. And it was actually very true. And it was not about the actions that would allow me to have this result of making 10K per month or living the life that I wanted. It was not the actions, right? Like everyone thinks that 90% of entrepreneurs think that it's the action that solves everything, or it's this missing key ingredient that they miss. And once they will get it, they will grow their business. It's actually who you are as a person, your identity, your self-image and self-perception, all right? And once I've learned about this concept, I was like, okay, I'm getting onto something. Like this could be this could be it. Like this could be the key, because I've realized that my self-perception, my identity, the way I saw myself and the way I was showing up wasn't really it was not really equal to someone who would run a 10K per month business. Yeah, I was showing up, but I realized I wasn't showing up consistently. I wasn't showing up like a person who already had 10K per month business. I was showing up like a person who had $0 per month in their business. And this was exactly what was happening, because reality and the way things are right now, they're like a mirror to your internal world, right? You are going to attract who you are. So if you don't feel worthy, if you don't feel like you can make this happen, like if you don't stay true to yourself, then this is exactly what's going to reflect in the things you see around you. So you are exactly where you are right now because of your self-perception, self-concept, and identity. So once I realized this, I tried to work on it. I tried to become this new version of myself, because I understood this principle that in order for you to have something, you need to do something, obviously, right? Like that's very rational, very logical. But if you do it from the wrong place, then it's not going to happen. And that place comes from your identity. So it's like be, do, and have, all right? So first you need to become this 2.0 version of yourself that can actually do those things that will manifest and result into the desired outcome that you want, right? So for that, it meant that I had to craft a new version of myself. So I wrote down on a piece of paper everything that I was doing and everything I was being, like my thoughts, my emotions, my habits, my behaviors, and everything that I could describe myself as a 1.0 self, right? And then what I did is that on the other side of the paper, I wrote everything that I want to become. Like I asked myself, okay, so if I was making 10K per month, how would I act? How would I show up? How would I think? How would I feel? and what things I would be doing on a daily basis, like what behaviors or habits I would be doing, right? Not the action steps in terms of business, but like more like habits, like how I was showing up. What habits would I do more, and what habits would I don't engage in? Like I had to have a clarity on what those things are first before I started doing something, so I can have this outcome. So it was January when I applied all these things, and after 45 days or so, like 45, 50, or maybe even less, I was able to hit 10K per month. Like that was the moment where everything clicked, and I understood that okay, it really comes down to your identity level, because I was doing the same thing as I was months before when I was not seeing any results. But once I changed my self perception, and once I was focused more on who I am every single day instead of what I need to do, what tactics that I need to apply, and things like that, I was able to actually get to my goal of making 10K per month way faster than that. So that's exactly what happened. And it was not a strategy, it was not a tactic, it was not a business model or a new niche or audience. I was reaching out pretty much to the same people. I didn't change a single thing in my business, but I was making more money and everything was just flowing, right? Everything was coming to me and it clicked. And that's the biggest concept that you can take away from this video and apply in your life. Like before you try to do something and have this result, you need to be first. You need to become this person. You cannot wait to make 10K, 50K, 100K, 200K per month, and then feel like how you would feel. You need to do it right now. You need to craft this identity of a person, like identity that you want to embody and adapt, like this person that is capable of making 100K per month. And then from that perspective, once you have that image of a person you need to become, then from there you can craft a set of actions that you need to do. And from there, you're going to actually have the result if you stay consistent. If you stay consistent to your new identity and to the action steps that you created from that identity. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to explain in more detail, because sometimes these concepts can be a little bit harder to understand. But the only thing that you need to understand here is this concept of be, do, and have. All right, so craft this new version of yourself. Act like you already have what you want, and craft your action steps, your daily KPIs from the place of you becoming that new version of yourself, and how that person would act, how they would show up, on what type of tasks do they work on if they, let's say, were making 50K a month, if that's what you want, or 100K per month, because that will make all the difference. It's not like the tactics or strategies, it's who you are as a person, and that changed my life completely. So yeah, I hope you like this video and this concept. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.